We go into more discussion now, state of the nation. We're going to be looking at state of EDO politics and, of course, the proposed cybersecurity hike, which has been, in a way, taken further. But, however, we are going to be looking at all that and see if it's going to be revisited in no distant time. With us in the studio from my immediate left is Comrade Jerry Brown Dumokai. He's of the APC and, of course, a civil rights activist. Thank you so much for coming, Comrade Jerry.
Thank you very much.
And from my extreme left is no other person than Emmanuel Obakbolo Esquire. He's a rights activist and a legal practitioner. It's always a delight to have you, Barrister Obakbolo.
Pretty good morning to Nigerians. Good morning, DPO.
All right, let's look at the proposed cybersecurity levy, though it has sparked a lot of reaction in different quarters. Civil societies, trade unions, everyone is saying, no, this is not what we should be hearing at this point as Nigerians are grappling with the current realities of the subsidy removal. Nigerians are yet to recover from it, the electricity tariff hike. Long queue have returned back to our fuel stations again. And now we are talking about security levy. Do we have any law supporting this? Let's take it from the legal part of view to start.
I join my voice to the voice of those crying in the political wilderness in Nigeria. I align myself to those who mean well and who are ready to fight just like late Chief Gani Fawayemi fought for the interest of Nigerians. At this point in time in our life in this country, it is unfortunate that this administration, and even the previous one, to be specific, the APC-led government, is desperate to inflict more pains on Nigeria. We are still battling with the removal of fuel subsidy. While that was still on, the blanket of darkness came again with the removal of subsidy and what they call electricity hike. And before you know, the government with impunity quickly banned Nigerians, BAN, and they told us that it was a ban, A to Z or A to E, like they called it. And while that was on, we were visited again with what they call Cybersecurity Levy. For goodness sake, there are laws in Nigeria that prohibit cybercrime, particularly Section 24 of the Cyber Crimes Act prohibits cybercrime. Any activity that will cause intimidation, that will cause any premonition of fear, and that will make any person or persons to be misled. That section 24 of the Cyber Crimes Act punishes that person. Say, the fine is 7 million naira or imprisonment for 3 years. Then we also have Section 40, subsection 3 of the Nigeria Data Protection Act that also prohibits any form of crime that has connection on, that is nexus to cyber. But the government is so interested in how they could tax Nigeria, give Nigerians multiple tasks, so that monies could be in the pocket of a few, particularly those who are immediate beneficiaries of the purported cyber security levy. Because we've seen this is one of the countries in the world where we don't know what government does with the task they receive. At the close of the day, we see it in the pockets of a few.
Okay. Now, from this proposal, Comrade Jerry, it's perceived that this levy collected will be in the custody of the National Security Advisor. This is an office that couldn't keep a suspect a foreigner who actually invaded our space and actually escaped from the same office. Do you think if this money are collected or contributed or collated, as it were, will it be saved in a way, or will it be used judiciously? Come to Jerry.
Good morning, Nigerians. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, barrister. I am not a lawyer. I am a historian by training, a politician by birth. The issue of cyber security has been suspended by the people representing us at the green and the red chambers. So I don't think deliberating the issue of cyber security now is really necessary, because.
But the question is, it's an urgent, it's a call for concern.
Yes, it's a call.
So are you saying we should just drop it, or we should just keep it below the carpet?
It's a call for concern. Right? As far it has been suspended, I think Barrister Obabolo, we should move ahead and discuss another vital issue, because people are representing us at the level of the red chambers and the green chambers. They are representing my interest and your interest, and they have deliberated on that it has been suspended. They have every fundamental reasons why the issue has been suspended. So I don't think an issue that has been suspended, it would look like you as a lawyer, you went to court, your judge, we take an issue from May 25th to July 15th. You as a lawyer don't have any right to be calling the chief judge or the magistrate that why do you so I want to talk on this issue. No, it will be an aberration by then. So I don't think I can't really talk about that now, because it has been suspended by the people representing us. That is it.
Okay, if you're saying it's not something that is of national concern, you're equally saying that at the end of the day, because we've seen cases where laws are being proposed, and at the end of the day, it still finds its way being enacted without even you hearing about it.
No,
so I don't know.
No, Let me tell you something. This is.
But when we talk, let me take you back. Let me take you, Comrade Jerry. Let me take you back to the electricity tariff hike. When we heard about the band A and band B, that was how we heard outcry from every corner. And at the end of the day, it's obvious there are persons that are still paying high electricity tariff till now.
Thank you.
Even those that they told that hold on. Even those that they told that they were in band B, that they are not going to be affected. It seems everyone on the band is being affected. Now that is just a simple analysis, an example to what policies and national interest discussion are. Are you saying we should forget about this discussion?
Thank you.
Is it because you are an APC person?
No. I'm coming. Not because
he's a beneficiary.
Not because I am an indigene of APC. Barrister asked me very just now, what party do you belong to? I said I am an indigene of APC. Day and night, I will tell anybody. My brother, there is an adage that says a deaf man can never be told there's a riot going on in the marketplace. See, the electricity tariff you were talking about very just now.
That's not the discussion.
I'm coming. I want to bring that as an example. And instance too. The electricity tariff you are talking about, there are some rural areas that we don't have electricity. When we are talking about cyber crime security, we are talking about money.
Cyber security.
We are talking about money. Nobody on this planet Earth, that is not using this currency, that is not involved into this very issue we are discussing about. The woman in maybe one community called, for example, one community that they don't have light, but they use this money in that community. So the truth is, the way electricity tariff issue came, it came again, nobody, okay, fine. But this issue of cyber
has been laid to rest.
Issue of cyber
has been laid to rest.
No.
Cybersecurity.
Yes, of course.
Has been laid to rest.
Yes, of course.
No problem. We'll be coming back to you. We'll get back to you, shed more light on how it's like you are concluding on behalf of the executive and the legislators now.
Absolutely. I did.
You are the spokesperson
for my party.
At the federal level?
Yes.
at the federal level?
Of course.
All right, fine. It's obvious we have a representative of the APC in the House, so we are going to be asking some more pressing questions. We'll come back to you.
No problem. I'm ready.
In a moment. Barrister Buckolo, how is this going to impact on the common Nigeria if eventually it's being passed into law?
That will be another rainbow-like manifestation, just like we have witnessed since the 29th day of May 2023 to date. This government has been has manifested a lot of surprises, particularly those that have to do with how the government can get more money, share more money, and be in possession of more money. Today, just now, is in public domain that the federal government has more money. The state governments have more money in their pockets. But the germane question is, all of these monies in their possession, is it impacting on the people of Nigeria? And the question is as good as there's nothing impactful on the people of Nigeria. Even the man seated here, the APC indigene, would agree with me that himself is swimming against the tide of prosperity. Because one thing we have discovered recently with governments is they use the instrumentality of poverty to keep the people silent. And some persons, just like I said in my introduction, align myself to the voices in the political wilderness in Nigeria. So you would agree, or himself would agree with me, that today Nigerians are more in pain than we ever had in the history of this country. For goodness sake, do you know, yesterday I bought fuel for 1,000 naira a liter on my way back from Sabongida Ora. And somebody is here seated telling me that there is no need to begin to discuss issues, national issues that affect every one of us. Wherein, with the, like he has just told us, the intervention of the National Assembly to suspend. Suspension is not an outright removal. Suspension means maybe they are looking at it. And even the electricity tariff we are saying, just now, the government will come up to say, oh, we have reduced it from 225 to 206. That is to tell you that they may just come again through the back door, because this is a country where the politicians like going through the back door. And before you know, it stands. Before you know, those persons, the stakeholders who are supposed to voice out to represent the people, those persons will begin to romance with them, and all will be well for them, particularly when they are beneficiaries to whatever proceeds that come out from all that they have done. Okay. See, government policy ought to be for the good of the people. But in the inception of this administration or regime, better still, we have seen policies that have visited hardship, that have visited pain, that have visited penury, that have visited all manner of adjective you can use negatively to begin to qualify the state of an average Nigerian in this country. It is painful to see that in this part of the world is where people cannot come out to say the truth and call everything their real name. It's very painful.
I wanted to just quickly do some fact check when you were talking. I went to the Leadership newspaper 5 hours ago. On the back page, there is a write-up here by one Mazu Elise. All right, and we are still talking about the Cybersecurity Levy here. I don't know, but we'll still, after the show, we'll still try to do some fact check again. As a journalist, my duty is to be unbiased, all right? Your opinion is your opinion, but we will not want to use this platform to mislead our viewers. But are you saying, if Leadership newspaper is still talking about this, to an extent, are you not telling us that issues of national matters are not worth discussing? Or is it because you are a member of the party?
No.
Are you now saying, one more.
Okay.
Are you now saying the policies of the APC is friendly to an average Nigerian? All this question one.
Thank you very much. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. Barrister mentioned he was coming from Sabugida Ora. Yesterday he bought fuel for 1,000 naira. Let me tell you the truth. Our heart, we Africans, is too dark. Go to Sapele Road, NNPC, you buy fuel at the normal price. Go to former Speaker's filling station, Honorable Frank Okiye, opposite First Bank at Airport Road, in normal price. The rest filling stations are the one just, okay, DPO, let me tell you what happened one day. I was at the filling station about to buy fuel when they increased the fuel price. Immediately, the owner of the filling station has said, this is the amount now. Peradventure, they reduces that fuel price that very moment. That the owner of that filling station will never reduce it. He will still continue with it until, if we want governance to favor us, we Nigerians, we should change our mind.
Okay.
A friend of mine was in Kigali, Rwanda, last year, November, when he walked out, a country that fought 1994 here, when he walked out on the street, he shed tears. He returned back to the hotel. He was asking the manager of the hotel, I saw bike men, the way they arrange themselves before the traffic light, they can't even beat themselves. He said, when they do that, they'll face the court. That is conscience. That is conscience. If we need a better Nigeria, we should start it by ourselves.
Okay.
I took a bus in Warri. I was in Warri 2 weeks ago. I took a bus for a long distance, that is more than from Ring Road to Hardship. They collected 100 naira from me.
Okay.
Ring Road to Hardship, how much is it? Is it not the same fare they buy there? The driver say, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Our conscience, let us change our mindset. When we change our mindset, I believe we'll get it right. Yes, okay. For the national issue, I will never say national issue will not be discussed here. National issue must be discussed because the government, we own the government.
Okay.
The government today, whatever we benefit as a teacher, as a lecturer, as a civil servant who works in different ministries, they benefit from the government. Fine. Let me just open up to you. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Open up, please.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president of this country today.
Definitely.
He made a lot of damages in the government, which he is trying to rebuild. Nigeria government will be better one day under his administration. Take it or leave it.
All right.
Yes, the past government was owned by APC. There were a lot of damages in that government. It's my party. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will reconstruct things. It's just like you want to build a house, you bring down an old building. You can't just build on top. You must evacuate those debts and get another foundation.
Comrade Jerry, as a de facto spokesperson, honestly, you are speaking fine. But the question, the last question in one, on the one hand, was the policies of this administration. Has it been friendly to an ordinary Nigerian since they came into power? Less than 1 year in office.
Yes. Thank you very much. You heard me very just now that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu made destruction in government. So he's trying to rebuild. Okay. You don't build a house one day. Okay. The government will be friendly with every Nigerian. Okay. Very, very soon. We should be patient.
Okay. As a right activist.
Even me. Okay. I'm patient.
Okay. As a right activist, Emmanuel Obakole Esquire, should a party blame their party for failure of members of the party? Is there a kind of connection?
That is an aberration. And
it's not. Barrister.
We'll come back to you.
Barrister is not. It's not because of the conscience. Because of the conscience.
Comrade Jerry, he has the floor now. Okay. We will return back to you. Okay. You have your time. Okay. You have your time to speak for.
Go ahead.
In the first place, during the electioneering period, during the campaigns, we were made to understand that this present administration understood the plight of Nigeria and understood the processes of governance and government. We were told that, oh, I have the processes of government on my finger, on my palm. I understand what is in there. But do you know that we got a shocker on the 29th day of May 2023 when the president, without consultation, without understanding the politics in the oil regime, with the wave of a palm, declared subsidy gone. At a point in time, we also made to understand this same government claimed that subsidy was removed by the previous administration of General Muhammadu Buhari retired. At a point in time, they brought up that argument. It was when people began to say, no, that was not it. The regime of then President Muhammadu Buhari paid subsidy until June 2023. And documents were tendered to that effect to evidence the claim. It was there they reversed and began to say something different. Look, the truth is this. We know there are challenges in government. We know of that. But the day you tell us that, look, I will go and turn things around. One, your private life has become a public life. Two, your personal interest has become public interest. That is the reason why you vie for the office you want. And now the office, you have emerged as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Let me tell you, from day one, the compensation list of ministers made me to understand that this government, this administration will not go far. Because we expected persons of integrity. See, it was blind lifting of the same persons, more 70% of the same persons who were in the previous government into this government. And you want a change? It's like putting a new wine in an old keg of wine. There will be no difference. See, APC told us 2014/2015 that the then administration of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was doing this, was doing that. The German question today, I'm putting it to comrade here.
No, put it to me. I will now rephrase.
Okay, I suggest it to you now. I will not suggest to you, but I'll put to him.
Suggest it to me.
I suggest it to you now, as Nigerians fare better than what it was under Goodluck Jonathan.
All right, we will come now to you now, comrade Jerry. It's not a debate. We are just discussing and creating a way forward.
How Nigeria will move more better.
Yes, I know you are itching to respond while he was actually talking. So let's quickly have your reaction.
Okay, thank you very much. Barrister just mentioned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu promised Nigeria he will just come and do it with his, he used some works of parable. Let me tell you something. I drove to Uniben yesterday. There was no hold up inside Uniben. I came out easily. I came today. I was choked with a hold up. I could not come out. It's not my fault. One. And secondly, is it not seeing this country, the life of Alice Imadweke, celebrated, I think, where the other day inside an aeroplane as a minister? Is it not seeing this same government, this same Nigeria we had of Dasuki, that money were diverted to even in-laws, friends, cousins, billions of nairas that belongs to me and you, before President Muhammadu Buhari even came into government? Is it not seeing this whole government we had of Olisamatu, this same Nigeria, a lot of money was diverted till today. President Muhammadu came in after those destruction. Goodluck Jonathan was a very humble, good president. But people around him were like
embezzled money under his watch.
The lions around him, they were too much. So now, Muhammadu Buhari came into government. Fine, the government was really not too good for Nigerians, but he tried. But the man that will do it perfect is the one who sits. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu can't just come one day and yes, he promised Nigeria he would, but he came into the government fine. When he was coming giving his electionary campaign, he never knew the government is taking power from. There were a lot of damages. They did not open up to him because he was not a member of the cabinet. He never done any contract in the government. He never sent anybody to the government as a minister. Go and verify. And you mentioned very just now that you were expecting credible ministers, people with pedigree and antecedents. Which of the ministers in Nigeria now that is not credible? Mention one. This is a public television, a national television. Okay. Who is not credible as a minister in Nigeria? Put it to me. I'm putting it to me. No, I'm suggesting it to you. I'm putting it to you. Which of the ministers in Nigeria that is not credible?
Comrade Jerry.
There's no minister in Nigeria is not credible.
Jerry, let's
the truth is this. I remember there was a time when our national leader, Chief Tommy Kimi, before he left our party, I remember a particular senator from Edo State was supporting Obasanjo's third-term allegation. When our leader, Chief Tommy Kimi, called that senator, he said, "Why are you supporting Obasanjo's third-term allegation?" The senator told Chief Tommy Kimi, "Your Excellency, my hands are tight." Yes. Barrister, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, presently now, what he discovered in the present government, the administration he took over from, he never expected it. But I will tell you, this is the same Tinubu that was a governor in Lagos State. The same President Olusegun Obasanjo seized allocation, federal allocation. The man for months, or more than a year,
and he
managed Lagos economy. It was more than every other state.
Jerry, are you saying the president's hands are tight now?
His hands are not tight, but the president saw a lot of damages. He's trying to control, and by the grace of God, it will be controlled, and Nigerians will feel
now I'll now suggest it to you. Are we not saying this government is a government of damage control?
No.
It's,
no, you put it to me, not him. I will be the one to answer you, because he will answer according to him that he's passing through pain. He will answer through that pain.
So you are not passing through any pain.
God forbid that.
Fine. You show us the market and where you are getting your stuff from.
I can never pass through any pain.
When we get back to you, is this a government of damage control? Barrister Bakbola.
Yeah, because of what is coming from Jonathan's regime. Hold on. Go ahead, sir.
Don't worry. You have enough time.
The thing is that comrades should spare me the jingoism of optimism.
Okay.
Say things the way they are, and that does not make you a pessimistic person. Rather, every one of us want to see Nigeria better. But I am not surprised, because the APC members and their government has this tradition of blame game. They are good with blaming previous administration.
Yes.
And now they are also blaming an APC previous administration.
Barrister, so we need to manage our time now, because we have to move to Abuja. Just wrap up on that thought so that we can just...
the thing is that this government, with all due respect to those in government, I do not see any magic they will perform.
2024 is
you are seeing because Calabar coastal way. We are seeing if you are going to Abuja from Igwebe now, you take the railway.
Fine.
You take the train.
We'll have enough time to come back here and look at some of these issues. But what are your expectations, as it were? 2024 gubernatorial election for Edo State is at hand. 1st of September is just around the corner. What are your expectations?
You don't fight a man with grace. My candidate, Senator Mondi Okpebolo, aka Bakomiza, is a man with grace. I told him on Sunday, if I'm opportune to tap from his grace, you should please give it to me. Because since 1999, Edo Central, that I came from, PDP have been taking Senate. He came. When he came, PDP were disorganized in Edo Central.
Okay.
I'm coming, sir.
You have to wrap up now.
PDP were disorganized in Edo Central. He took the Senate. He came now again at the level of a governorship position. The same party disorganized in the state. We are seeing floods of resignation every minute. He's a man with grace.
Let's hope the grace on him speaks for him.
He's already speaking.
At the polls. Thank you very much, Comrade Jerry, for
finding
time to come. Emmanuel Obakwole Esquire, it's always a delight to have you.